Hello people, it's Poed and welcome to Flotsam. This is a cute little game that you can burn 4 or 5 hours in, and well, let's just take a look at how you play it. You have this little boat here, and of course a map where you can find all different kinds of things around your boat. Well, essentially what you do is you're living in a post-apocalyptic world where all the junk is around you, so you have to take your little guy. You start with three people, and you build up a town by collecting scrap around you. The more you collect, the better you do. I've been playing this for a while now, so I kind of get the gist of it. I kind of get how to do things. So you can see here that, like, to build a walkway, we need some resources either in plastic or in dried wood. Wood doesn't dry itself, so you need all kinds of things to, like a drying rack for wood, and to make that you need plastic. So resource gathering is the most important thing in the world for this game. So let's see if I can't actually get rid of this. Oops, let's get rid of this marker. Focus on plastic, because that's basically where we want to be right now. And in fact, take a look here. We look here, we can see that this place has 40 wood, 5 metal scrap, 5 food, 3 research books. What else do we have? We've got a factory ruins that'll have some fuel for us and some metal scrap. This game is very early beta. I think that there's a lot that they can do to improve it. I think that this engine breaking down like this needs to happen regularly. I've played for 4 or 5 hours, and after you fix it the first time, it's never broken again. I think that they also give you way too much storage in the beginning. You can store so much crap. I think they should limit you, as funny as that sounds, but make it a little bit harder, and well, you'll see. So one of the things that I learned early on is that, like, you can build these pathways anywhere, but you really should do pathway management. So, you know, build little streets if you can, and down each street have a different unique thing for that street. So it's hard to explain without doing it, but let's say, like, we build that there. You know, you can also build some storage for what it's worth. Again, you start with so much storage that almost not worth it, but I'm gonna go ahead, now that we have our little engine fixed, I'm gonna move ourselves, as crazy as it sounds, right on top of that plastic pile. Move it right there, actually. Burp, burp. You can see that we can move around the map a little bit. I believe that'll give me the ability to salvage that, but also to be able to salvage this much faster. So do that. Actually, let's do that. There we go. They're basically just working now to collect things. You can put it on fast forward. And the thing I had noticed when I was playing for hours is that there's almost never a time when you wouldn't play it on super fast speed. So I think that needs to be reworked as well. There's really, even in the early stages, your resources, your food and water are very limited. There's almost no reason to play at normal speed. Like, you want things to happen fast, because, you know, otherwise you're just sitting here waiting for them to swim back and forth. So for the most part, again, like, this is a beta game, I haven't really needed to ever worry about any of these stats whatsoever. You can look at all your people. and they have different traits and stuff. Like this guy moves faster. This guy eats less. But none of that matters, I learned. And that's something that the developers really need to improve. I think that it should matter, you know, maybe not pick up someone who's lazy, maybe put the lazy guy on a job that is slower or is faster or whatever. However you want to play it. And kind of look around the map somewhat. See where you'd want to go. This particular map doesn't really cut it for me. I don't see a whole lot that I really want. So another option you have is to move to a new region. What it does is it basically just regenerates the entire map. You can never go back to where you were. It doesn't matter. It regenerates the map, and it basically, yeah, look at this. It plopped us into a way better spot. We're right next to some resources. We got different shacks and towns right next to us that we can explore. So that helps us a little bit. And we'll go ahead and keep on that collecting. We're going to put in some more walkways. Look how far we can go now. Boop. Let's see if I can find a place that has water. Right there. The water tower. So I can't. I have no fuel left. We need to spend some time getting some fuel. Items missing. What do I miss? I don't have any plastic. So they need to go out and get the plastic. They need to stop getting this wood. I see them swimming out and getting the wood. They need to start getting this plastic. Uh-oh, we're out of water. That's not good. It's actually really not good. What I want them to do is start making some firewood. Firewood acts as fuel. See that? They are going to make all of that firewood. That is one of the things about the super fast mode, is that your resources really, really diminish quick if you're not if you're not on top of things, you know. Every second that you take, it does cost you. It really, really does. Stop that. I think we're good now, right? We can get to the yeah, look at that. Genius. Oh boy. I'm gonna go like that. What we can do is move around this little map as well. I don't know if I showed this before. Yeah, I did a little bit, but you can actually move quite far with the fuel you've got. Move past all these buildings. We're really just waiting for that water there. We can glean a little bit more of the map here. But, okay, let's get in there. Let's get that water, guys. Run out there and grab that water. Stop doing what you're doing for a second. There, they swim out, get in the water. They know that it's a priority. Somehow they know. It's sort of like SimCity. Well, it's a city builder, but in a unique setting, in being that it's out at sea. And now, I want to show you guys, like, if I go to the main menu, I'll show you a town that I worked on. Now, that was Snorkel Haven. If I go to Jetsonbury, this is the one that I spent 5.5 hours on. If we go there, you can see how much you can progress in the game, to the point where I'm now, like, I consider myself as having beat the game. There's nothing really more for me to do. This is my boat. And it looks like a huge mess, and it really, really is. And this is why I couldn't stress enough in the beginning, building roads where they should be, rather than doing this kind of a mess. But if we go through it real quick, you can see that you can get like advanced desalinators, which just pump out crazy amounts of water all the time. You can get things like this, the fishing hut, which just consumes, it consumes seaweed and gives you nibblefish. You get the seaweed and nibblefish turns into sushi, which is just a ton of food. You can get things like this, which cultivate spores of seaweed into raw seaweed. You can get huge storage yards. You can get freshwater stills that generate water on their own automatically. You can create metal products. You can create plastic products. This is the research station that I was telling you about. So you can see here that I've researched pretty well everything that I needed to. And I'm at the point now, you can see at the top, where I have 79.5 food and 99 water. And really, they're like generating themselves at this point. I essentially would have to, if I wanted to keep playing this game, I'm at the point now where the only benefit to keep going, or the only reason I would need to keep going, is to find more seaweed-covered rocks, more fishing villages, just, you know, basically keeping my food supply going. Essentially, but that's it. I mean, and that's where you can get in this game in about 5 hours, and it's pretty chill. So I recommend you try it out. See if you can get it this far. It's a fun little task, and yeah, that's all that I wanted to show you guys with Flotsam. Available now. Bye-bye.